All right, I believe we're back
Yeah.
live.
Yep.
It's just one of those things that happens, you lose uh, connection, and I had to do a restart. It went offline, it looked like, so I restarted, and we should be back. What? Yeah, you will hear me. You will hear me talking, but that's okay. All right, so we're back. Well, we got all you guys out there, and everybody's reconnecting. I hope you can hear me okay again. Um, I wanted to throw out there. I know you guys all have. You're a little close to the tractor. That's why it's going over the top rather than this. I wanted to throw out there. What would you guys actually? Is there anything else that you'd like to see in version 3? Is what I'm trying to ask. For when we get there, I don't want to get into the factory conversions alone are going to be pretty major, and a few new ones hopefully. So that is one of the things that we're looking at. But if there's something that you think could have been done a little bit better, I want to hear about it and see what other people think. So we get it right, and or if there's something you think that we've been overlooking for way too long that you want to mention, just pop it up there as well. I hope you can hear me. I think they can. I know you can.
Yeah.
I'm low. Yeah, I know I'm low. Maybe I'll switch back to Kevin's headset so you can. Better hidden vehicles. All right, that's one of the. That's a good. Here, I'm gonna switch back to that headset for now while you're driving.
I'll have to have. I'm back on the other headset. I hope you guys can hear me now. Oh, that's why you hear the echo. Ah, I've got. There, get off that. That's what. I didn't hear it. I had the other headset on. You guys could hear an echo probably. Alright. Could he use the 1 or 2 to adjust the cruise control? Probably, but I don't want to confuse him too much. No. He's never played before. I want to see if he could just drive the tractor. That's kind of fun to watch. So I'm sure you guys can hear me okay now. And welcome there, 04 Paul. So anybody else have any of the other ideas? If you couldn't see it or hear me, I'm just curious as to anything else that you wanted to see in version 3. Better hidden vehicles. If anybody has ideas of what type of hidden vehicles they'd rather see out there, that can be thrown out there as well. It's always good to get input. I thought they were kind of lower quality ones. Granted, maybe we could fix it, but we did throw a couple good ones in there this time. I thought with the trucks. We don't want to give you everything at the start. The boulders OP 1977 only appear in the gravel pit if you are near the if you loaded gas in over by the stone crusher itself. There's a drop spot for dumping fuel, and that will get you. That will start the boulders from spawning, or start them to spawning, not from spawning. Zolzamar, welcome there, and OP, yep, 1977. And Pievs is out there as well. So good to see you guys tonight. We'll probably end the show. I don't know. We haven't even been on an hour.
Yeah.
And it's already. I think I've discussed everything I wanted to discuss. So we'll just hang out here. You guys have any questions? Just throw them up there. Kevin drives like Dave. Yeah, and but here's the thing. I have an excuse. I'm doing all the talking. I can't talk and drive at the same time. I don't know what his excuse is. Maybe he just can't drive. He's working on it. It's his first time. Give him a break. The steering wheel he's going a little crazy with. I think he overcorrects. What building did it put the fuel in? How do you buy the mine? Big Daddy, you're an idiot. I can call him. He's one of our team. Just uh, the building you put the fuel in is the building where the stone crusher is, and the where you get the gypsum and stuff. It's right at the end of the wall. Gypsum, limestone, all those. There's a box right in the middle near the crusher, and you just back up the fuel in there and drop it off, and then in about 5 minutes time you'll start producing stones over at the gravel area. So hope that helps you out. uh you guys are pretty good. Nothing else? That's pretty good. Nobody's really complaining about anything else that they want to see changed. So oh yeah, I could throw out this. The I do want to make the greenhouse area a little bit more expanded so that people can drive in and out a little bit easier. They don't understand that conveyors won't work on a floor map. I I don't use conveyors that often. I thought they worked on our map in certain situations. Yeah, I don't know. In places, I guess some triggers don't take conveyors, but for conveyors do work. So I don't know. It may be a modded conveyor you're trying to get to work. So I have no idea. Anything else though that you think? Any other storage areas that you think could be improved or anything like that? You can throw it out there. I'll see what we can do. I don't know. I honestly think the main warehouse by itself is a little bit too high of storage. Let me ask you guys: has anybody upgraded the South Station storage? Anybody actually pay for the upgrades to carry more than what it does right now? At the start. Just curious because I think it might be too high for most people to need to do the upgrade, but some of you guys actually low it. So uh definitely zero for Paul. If you missed last week's show, that is to some extent gonna happen. You upgraded the South Station HC. Alright. Pallet storage is now available. It has been since the last one in the South Station. It's there. You can drop off pallets and pick them back up at the South Station. So that's already been taken care of. Tonight we added whiskey storage and all the other pallet stuff, the trees and stuff. Kind of tough to do all that, huh?
Yeah, for doing it in real life.
You prefer doing it in real life. How to load pallets on trains? Manually. Not going to be fun, and manually offloading. Yeah, the hired help things, I don't know exactly what causes that. It's up and down. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I think it's the smaller equipment has more problems than a larger piece, that's for sure. I've noticed that. I don't know if you guys have. That sometimes it kicks in pretty good with a really large header, but yeah, it's kind of crazy with some of the small stuff. It's almost impossible to detect it. So what was I saying? Let's see. Nobody. I don't think a lot of people upgrade it. I think it's a little bit too high capacity to even need to do it. We're going to be looking at overhauling factory production rates and stuff a little bit as we make them buildable, and the order that they'll be able to be unlocked and how the points, all of that stuff is going to be changed a little bit to better affect the building process on the map. Will they stand the train, the wood pallets? I've never used it really. I couldn't tell you. Maybe one of these guys. Is there manure storage in this update? No, there is not manure storage. So that's something we've tossed back and forth Most people, I don't think, is there, I don't know if there's any manure storage anywhere. I don't think there is. I can't remember. It's been so long. Hired help has to do with fields not cultivated before planting. Okay, good to know. Very good to know. So basically, over the next few weeks, we'll see what happens with show times and schedules because it's summertime. My daughter's going to be coming in August. I hope to have use July to get all the buildable factories up and running. And are you having issues? He can't drive. He's looking at me like it's my fault. Oh, you're full.
It's rigged.
It's full. Your trailer's
I know
full.
that, but it's rigged.
What's rigged?
The game.
Why is it rigged?
Because it's rigged.
It's not rigged. You're just bad at it.
Do I play this game?
Huh?
I never played this game.
I know. So, anyone try that Loco Drive? It's like playing Russian roulette. Compost storage is in there, Chad, in this update tonight. You can get compost storage is up right across from the Home Depot, and as well as straw storage there and all the pear, apple, or all the trees and all the pallets from the greenhouses now have storage as well, right at the South Station. So I think we got most things covered that we want to set out and get done for the next version 3, which will require a restart because of the several changes. And thank you there, whoever that was that just followed, Matthew something, Matthew 1255, Wheezy the Great, thank you as well. Febeck 147, Boydie, those were the last ones, and Matt 200783, Baby Boy Caleb 3, RPW 12, all new tonight, and maybe more, but that's as far down my screen that I can tell. So if I missed you, I'm sorry. So the latest update is out there. I did make a huge mistake last week, and I apologize to everybody that watches after the show. I said that you could come in at any time and use the exclamation point link 1, link 2 commands and get the map link after the show, but if I shut down my bot, that is not possible, and I forgot that, so you won't be able to get it that way, but you could always load up the Twitch page and scroll down to where it says PV Rivers the day after. I usually do that the day after so we don't crash all the links. So tomorrow morning when I get up here, I will put it into that folder, update that version, and anybody that catches it at that point will be able to get the map update from just going to the Twitch TV /DadgeNet website, scroll down till you see the PV Rivers version 2 link, and not PV Rivers, PV17 version 2. Click on that link and you can get the latest update map file. Will always be the file that's right there. Not Rivers, I know. PV17. I got Rivers on my mind. I'm just so used to Rivers. We played it for so long. So, yeah, I think, I don't know as far as schedules. I'm going to be working on the map. We'll bring you what we have done on a weekly basis. It might have to move with the summer here and events happening. Friday nights sometimes not a good night for doing stuff in the summer. That's party time, Friday nights, a lot of times. So whether I'm here or not on Fridays, if not, we'll try to squeeze it in on Thursday or do something. But we'll just keep an eye out. We'll try to notify you. And we'll hopefully, if I can pull it off, I don't know if it's going to be possible, we'll get everything that we can before. Is there a PDF to tell you what goes where for this map? Not usually. No, we don't have a PDF. The factories work pretty much like the PV Rivers map. There is a PDF, a very well done one, that may help some of you first timers on that. But the menu system, by hitting the slash key, and Kevin, you can keep driving, pretty much has all the factories in it, and you can click on any factory and see what products it needs. Where they are, just have to look at your map, your bigger map. I know you lose control of the some stuff. Why? You want to talk?
No, I was just gonna let you do it.
Oh, you want me to do some farming?
Oh,
Oh, he's tired of driving. He's getting a workout over here trying to drive. Is that my soda this way? All right. So yeah. So it's we're gonna get him better headset. We'll get him back on again so you can actually hear when he's saying stuff. Is that P Rivers is for Farm Sim 15? Yes, it is. All right. Oh, like what grain to what factories? Yeah, just hit this menu. I don't even have to drive around that much, and just pull up the factory list. There you go. I mean, it's pretty. That's how, right now the only way. Somebody might have something out there. Check our forums. Somebody might have made stuff, but I had much more limited time this time around because I'm trying to get out and do things rather than sit in front of a computer 24/7, 7 days a week, and therefore I haven't been. It's the question mark key, yeah, the one with the question mark on it that brings that menu up. So yeah. So what's the latest file update date? Today. What is today? The 30th. June 30th. Last day of June. Tomorrow's July. I didn't even know that. So that is the last one. We did one today to just get it out there. Exclamation point, link 1, link 2, link 3, or link 4 will get you the links. And tomorrow we'll put it down in the other folder as well. So that should help you guys out. Any other questions? I'll be glad to answer. I'll try to get this up on YouTube after the show. Anybody that watches it later, just come on in. Next time I have Kevin over, we'll try to get him a better microphone so you can actually hear him. And might do some of the hunter next time too, because he likes to do that. But I think we're going to stay away from that for tonight. See, I cheat. I don't use the steering wheel. You notice that? I just use my left hand and relax.
cheap, like I said, it's
Any questions? Just ask. That's why we're here. Not 30th of June. Yeah, not 30th or June. Other here. Oh my gosh, 0 for Paul. I don't think you're speaking our language anymore. Or maybe you had a few too many beers. I understand that. One last one. Permit to cut trees. The tree cutting thing. What about the permit? You gotta buy one right now. That is required. That's for sure. Happy Big 150 to my fellow country. Moogle. Thank you so much there. You're very welcome, Moogle Brooder. Moogle Breeder. Donated $50. Thank you so much, Moogle Breeder. Really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's awesome. Love it. Helps out tremendously and keeps us going. But always never necessary, but we really do appreciate it when you guys do. Could you have Kevin go to a cab view? Oh yeah, you might like that better next time.
What
You
view?
should. I never even showed you that. Inside the cab?
Yeah.
So you're actually like driving it?
No,
Do you know?
yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, you just have to hit the C key. What do you think of that? And then you can look around, and you're actually like driving a tractor.
That'd be easier.
Yeah, for him it'd be easier, because yeah, the over-the-top view might be a little bit different. The only thing with that when you're trying to offload is you really got to pay attention to the numbers, because you can't really see back where your pipe is. So yeah, he's gonna have to learn how to drive, but it's kind of I do too. Let's see, we pull up. Where's my pipe? Oh, come on, offload. There we go. I can't do this without, and it's so hard for me to see what I'm doing. See, it's turning. But yeah, I guess you just hit the C key and it jumps back and forth. Vendetta416, thank you for the follow. Anybody else got any questions out there? It's July 1st now. There you meant. I gotcha. That's what I thought you were trying to say, but it didn't quite come out the way it... So do we ever get an answer from TR Miller 26 about the permit to cut trees? Because you can buy a permit to cut trees. I didn't know what the point was that he was trying to get there. Oh, where to, baby? It's up front. Buy it in front of code. That's what he was trying to ask. Gotcha. Got that answer. Good to know. Thank you, Matthew Poteen69. Oh my gosh. I'm sure that I'm not going to get that name right. It looks like Matthew Laportine 6969. Thank you so much for the follow as well. Good to see. We got 11 new followers tonight. Always good to have new people showing up. If you got new questions, they're probably old questions, but if you have anything, map can do like in PV Rivers. You know, maybe we'll do one more update because we just found that somebody has a better mini map out there. I'm not sure if the guy created, and we didn't do a mini map update, but the one that is out there is better than what we're using. Maybe we'll plug that in to help you guys out a little bit. I don't know why, but it's been so long since the PV Rivers. I can't remember. Was it Bulldog or something that did the mini map in PV Rivers? I haven't seen. So it would be awesome if somebody did that job. That was really good, but I don't have that talent or patience to do it. So I do it the cheap way. But yeah, there is another one. So, and there is a couple minor things that I want to take care of. So maybe next week when you come back, we'll throw out another small update for those that want to go through it. It was Bulldog 77. I thought it was. These updates right now are obviously not necessary. It's such minor things. The storage updates, we'll look into maybe getting some newer storage on the map too. But I really want to get beyond those and get to working on version 3 with the factories. That's the main thing. But some of the things we've talked about tonight are so small and not time consuming at all that maybe we'll plug them in and just get it out there while we're working on the next one as well. So good to mention 0 for Paul. We'll take that. I know there's a better one than we have in the game right now. We'll try to get that in. I just had to punch somebody. Alright. No. Where am I going? I just left the farm. See, he's now one. Are you actually probably sitting there wondering what are you doing? I'm just driving away because I can't think and talk and actually play the game at the same time. It happens. So, yep, I left the farm just driving down Main Street with half a load of millet for some who knows why reason. It just felt like the thing I had to do. So, anybody else got any questions out there? Anything they want to see changed or not? We've discussed quite a bit. We're gonna, but the biggest thing will be the building the factories again, because that was what you guys really liked. So we'll throw that up there. In about, I'm guessing about a month's time, I'm gonna shoot for a deadline before my daughter comes out here in August. So that's the goal. We'll see if we can pull it off. Don't know if we can or not, so we shall see. But get those buildable factories, and a lot will change. I think playing it through the next time will be quite different because of the way the economy is going to be balanced a little bit differently. The way the factories are opened up now that they'll be buildable, and just I think some pretty cool things, and hopefully a few factories to take advantage of the other products. If you weren't here last week, and somebody mentioned it all before, animals like they were in PV Rivers. Well, we do have an animal trailer now that will allow us to bring back the some of the factories we chose to left out earlier because we couldn't use the animal products. We couldn't turn cows into sausage and hamburger and stuff. So we do have the capability to do that now, and we'll be bringing back the butcher shop place, the meat packing facility or whatever we call it, meat market, and the Campbell's soup buildings with all the different soups, but we won't be doing chickens. Sorry, we're not going to make chicken fillets. We'll be replacing a few things or modifying it a little bit. Only because the trailers we have don't do, they don't do chickens, and I don't want to have to modify the ones that are available. But they do pigs, and they do the cows, and they do the sheep. So we're going to make sure we have the lamb chowder or whatever we had the last time instead. Lavender peanut mustards, can they go into factories? We do have plans on bringing the bee mod in, a custom version. I don't know if you guys have seen the bee mod that allows you to create honey and honey. Well, we're going to customize it so that the two output products from the bees are the honey and wax, and then we're going to take the wax and the lavender and put that into a candle factory. As far as the mustard and the peanuts and what was the other one you mentioned? I can't even. Mustard, peanuts. That was it. I think we're going to we're definitely want to do something. They'll go into some factory. I just haven't figured out what it's going to be yet. If it's going to be, they might be used down in Campbell, especially. Who knows? I got to think about what we can use peanuts for. Somebody mentioned before we should have elephants. We could feed them peanuts. It'd be fun. No. We could just do a peanut butter factory, but I'd like to try to make them usable in one of the existing factories if possible, or one that we're bringing in. Mustard might be good for something too. I don't know. I'll want to get those in. Peanuts, butter, yeah. That's a possibility. It's better if we can combine products into factories together. And thank you there for the follow, El Noob TV. Thank you for the follow, and awesome Colin123 as well. So yeah, it's good to be able to use. Creating one factory that just uses peanuts seems kind of lame to me. So maybe we can have mustard flavored peanut butter. No, nah, not a good idea. We can have mustard filled peanuts. No, I don't know. But we'll work that out and figure where can we use the peanuts, either in an existing place. Oh, you know what we could do? See, that would be cool. Oh, what was that one? The Captain Crunch cereal. What is that? What's that cereal that uses the peanuts again? The peanut butter flavored? Not Captain Crunch, but Peanut Butter Crunch. That's what it's called. Yeah, maybe we could add that to like the Kellogg's. Wait, I don't know if Kellogg's makes that, but they probably make a version of it. That would be kind of, that would give it a use, because I know we can add a fourth product. So we'll look into that, but yeah, peanuts are going to be used somewhere. Now I got to just think about mustard as well. Should make a hot dog stand for the mustard. Wait, what are hot dogs made of? Junk. From what animals? All of them. Pig fat and stuff. Yeah. That's a possibility. We might be able to output some do we output hot dogs last in PV Rivers? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I do a hot dog stand, because we could sell the hot dogs at pretty much any place. Hot dog with I think we're going to try to find a use for mustard in one of the recipes. But if you guys have a suggestion, other suggestions, throw them up there. What else do we use hot dog? I mean, not hot mustard in. Uh, Jif peanut butter cereal review. Kellogg's Jif peanut butter cereal. Razor US. Thank you for the host. Hot dog carts for mustard and boiled peanut. You know that would we could do something like that and require you mustard pretzels. Oh, mustard on pretzels. Yes, Viper, he agrees. Hot dog carts for mustard and boiled peanuts. So, how will we do that? You bring over and require the hot dog carts. What are you going to see? 2 inputs and 2 outputs at one factory, I guess? I guess you could do that. 2 different recipes, but you're just requiring the hot dogs and the mustard for the hot dogs, and the peanuts and water to boil them, maybe? Yeah. It's a possibility. Nut peanut butter clusters. Kellogg's Crunchy Nut Peanut Butter. I never even heard of that. Corn dogs. We could sell them at the hot dogs with mustard on them. That adds the corn in. Or corn. Yeah, that's a corny idea. No, I like it. We're brainstorming tonight, and you're a part of it. So let me know. Get your ideas in there, because we're going to go about another, I'd say 10-15 minutes before we cut it off tonight. And I get Kevin back over home. And I'll get him a better microphone. I'm sure he wouldn't mind sitting in. Tomatoes for ketchup can always be... Yeah, tomatoes aren't used. You know what? Maybe we'll do something at the hot dog stand with the tomatoes. We'll get some ketchup and some... and then have... I don't know. And mustard and... You have a trailer, the cart to the factory, and fill it up and locate it differently. Something to think about. But we do have tomatoes that need to be used again as well. But a lot of the tomatoes were in the tomato-based soups over at Campbell's when we bring that in. So I wasn't too concerned with that. We'll get that back in somewhere. Are there any soups made with mustard? Mustard soup. That sounds gross. So yeah. So we'll be working the animals in, working some of the old factories that went missing back in, and you'll be building many of them. Not all of them, but many of them will be built again. And I'm actually getting tired of talking. I didn't think that was possible. But I really do thank everybody for tuning in tonight as well. I'm going to be here I'm going to cut you off pretty soon. So I'm going to give you a few more minutes out there if you have any other questions, comments, or want to see something, we can know how something works. I can jump over to something to show you where things are. Just let me know if you're here first time. I'm just doing this field for absolutely no reason, because I'm not even going to use this save game ever again. Isn't that weird how I do those things? I'm just doing it to entertain. If it's not entertaining, tell me to do something else. Cut down trees. I should have had Kevin cut down some trees. See if he could handle those. Because it's fun to use a chainsaw. And he can't cut his arms off. So that... Yeah, we'll do a little bit of a recap because I know a lot of people tune in late. Tonight's update, basically, I'll do it one more time before you do it. It's important. There is a couple changes. Let's go find the old pickup truck that we had. Where was it? There we go. All right. So tonight's update basically includes one thing that you need to prepare for, or it might be harder to do after the update. But that is a silo that stores compost and straw that is right here. So you might want to plow out all this grass before you do the update. It'll be much easier. And it is located, give you a good screenshot. Thank you there for the follow. All's Biff, All's Biff, Aliz Piff, or something like that. Thank you very much. So there's Home Depot, just cross the road. Pretty much the dirt spot is from the railroad tracks down to not, about 3/4 of the parking lot. It doesn't matter if you go over a little, but it ends right here. So, well, where are we? It ends roughly in line with the last pane of glass thing right there on Home Depot, so you know about how far to do it. If you plow that out and then just roll it out with the roller, you will clear it out and the silo can come in just fine. That is the main thing. The other things are down, which I can tab back to. Down here, whiskey has been added into all the train stations so it can be carried throughout, and all these products have been added to the silo, or the storage facility, which is now, the new one is called, dun 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 dun, I can't see sometimes, the South Station Produce right here will hold all the other ones. Whiskey's in the goods one because it said it, but all the pears and red cabbage and oranges, cauliflower, cherry, tomato, lettuce, plum, apple, raspberry, and strawberry can be popped out 2 pallets at a time and then hauled off. And they all have been changed as well, just to note for the update, to 5,000 quantities. So that'll be a big help for you guys. Your pallets, when you load up the game at first, the ones that you have already on your map that have 2,000 are going to look only half full now. Just a warning. We didn't mention that earlier. But once you bring them and drop them in here and take them back out, it'll give you back 5,000 pallets. The boxes for dumping the pallets and stuff are now out in front of the buildings rather than inside, so you can actually move the pallets around without putting them back into storage and worrying about dropping them back into the storage. So you see, they will sit out here. It also allowed me to be able to put more, spread them out a little bit. We're probably going to go through and just quickly, if we're going to do one more update, do the I'm reading at the same time, so I lose track. I think we'll redo the spawning of all the pallets now that both of the triggers are out of there. Sometime this week. It won't take too long, just a couple hours, but that might be helpful as well for you guys. And you can pick them back up and drop them off back in, or you can take them away and sell them. We got a full load of all the different pallets. You can also move these around with the forklift, but I know most of you guys like to do it the lazy way with the auto loading trailers. Yeah, it's kind of cheating. Oops, I'm running into things. So that's the main things. The other things were, if you were having a problem with some vehicles not being accepted at the Roberts Farm, the silo was fixed, and the bale building now takes grass bales. That's pretty much it. Mostly storage stuff and nothing really else. So if you want to just wait until the update next week with a few more things, if this isn't really pressing, then you can wait. But if you want to get and start using the extra storage, it's there for you tonight by using the same method. So can you have the mods? If you go to the PV17 version 2 folder and even the version 1 folder, many of the mods that we're using, including Big Daddy's trailer, are in those folders down below. And before we close out for tonight, I will give you one more quick example for everybody out there by bringing this over, and you see me broadcasting and what we're doing. So if you want I'll shut that down. You don't have to see my broadcast. If you want the files for this map, tomorrow morning the map will be in here as well. Just click some of the external accounts mod we use if you're running a server, and the updates has the latest of the Volvo box trailer concrete mixer. It's right there for you guys to download. Just clicking on that PV17 V2. If there are other ones you guys see that you want, and you can get these at any time, go to the 2017 files. It has the original version, but these the GTW 430, all these files, well, you don't need the map anymore. Most people, I think we'll probably release next week, just to organize this a little bit better, because you guys really don't need the 2000. Nobody's going to use the first version of 2017, so maybe we'll pull out all the files and get them over, make it easier than having to go through all the individual folders to find everything that you guys need. But that is where you will find it, and that is all you need to know. If you want the older maps, PV Rivers is down there for FS15 if you still have it, and PV15 version 2 and everything else is down there. So we'll have more coming. Thanks again. You added bale storage, you said, as well. Yes, I added the bale storage for grass bales into the thing. Any last requests? I want to thank once again Smoogle Breeder for your $50 donation, and thanks for the wonderful comments as well. Also, your favorite map. I really appreciate it that you donated. It's really awesome. Thank you so much. With that, Kevin and I are going to be signing off. And I should have known he wouldn't have a chance to get a word in edgewise with me. You know how that works. But also, actually, if I had a microphone that you could hear him better, we'll work that out, because he's really cool. And I think you guys will get a kick out of him. When we get going together, it tends to be really quite funny. So thank you very much for watching. As far as I know, it'll be Friday again next week. And have a nice night. And we'll catch y'all later.